Testing.
Okay, it's really simple now. You just tell us who you are when you went to school here, how this helped change your life or help your life, and how it affected your life as you progressed through it.
You said you've been married for 38 years, and how did they get
How did we get together?
the work tie, the family?
Okay.
Well, for 38 years, something had to work.
Right.
Let's start this way. Bob Bolner and Ronda Bolner graduated from VTI in 1973. Started working at a corporation in Huntington, Indiana, known as Square D. And Square D did transformer design, circuit design for NORPAC systems. My job was maintaining the test equipment and also doing design work. There happened to be a young lady that worked in that plant that ran one of the pieces of test equipment. And she figured out if she could put a transformer in backwards, it would blow the machine up. So the technician would have to come out and work on the machine. 38 years ago, that's how we met.
It was longer than that. 41 years ago was when we met. And I didn't put the transformers in backwards. Some of them were labeled backwards, and so when I put them in the machine, but he thinks I did it on purpose.
If she wanted to talk, she would put them in backwards. Because there was a key. Did that for approximately 5 years, then went to another small company known as Wabash Magnetics. Worked in magnetics for 22 years. That's read switches, sensors for automotive, speed sensors, ABS brake systems. After 22 years, they decided they were going to close the corporation down. And they came in one Friday and said, "You're going to be without a job." But they offered me a job in Texas or in Ontario, California. So I had to choose which place I wanted to go and run their R&D center. Well, I went home, told the young lady that was just sitting here that we were going to move to either Texas or Ontario, California. She said, "Just send the checks home." Because her son had just started, unfortunately, he started at another university because VTI was closed at the time. But he'd already told me he didn't want to be an electrical engineer. He said, "You work too hard." So he went to Rose-Hulman and became a chemical engineer. So he is a chemical engineer. Well, with all this going on, I had done design work for Cummins Engine Company. I designed sensors for them prior. And they found out I was looking for a job and offered me a position. I've been the assistant chief engineer of sensor development at Cummins Engine Company for 15 years.
In Columbus?
In Columbus. So I spend a lot of time troubleshooting for them around the world. In fact, Friday night, last night, I got back from spending a week in the Netherlands doing design work over there and troubleshooting. So VTI has been very good to me. Unfortunately, no longer here, but the education I got here was so well-rounded, I had no problem working anywhere. That kind of what you wanted?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's great.
Sorry you're...
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She's-
great. That's good.
Scanning, but her volunteer work in Columbus is with an architectural archives.
Well, it seems to me, and G might remember, it seems to me a couple years ago, there was a guy that worked for Cummins that talked, and I can't remember if he did an interview or not. I'm going to have to go back and look.
I don't know.
But I remember, the only reason I remember that is because talking about Columbus. Now, I may have that confused with, what was it, I think the company's gone now. There's another company in Columbus that was in electronics and I think also automotive.
Well, Arvin was there.
Arvin. That may have been who that was.
Yeah.
Who he worked for. Okay.
Yeah, Arvin was purchased by Meritor, and then Meritor moved Arvin to Detroit.
Okay.
But the exhaust system division they sold to Faurecia, a French company, and they're still in Columbus.
Yeah, I didn't even know that name.
Yeah, they make basically
Aftermarket stuff.
after treatment systems.
Oh,
So 90% of their work is supplying the after treatment systems for Cummins.
small world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what? You look at the amount of people and where they've been and where their lives have gone over the years. It's just tremendous. We're done filming. We're just talking. We moved from out from there to here.
They're doing their presentation.